I just wrote an article on this subject, and where I wanted to start my article was by doing what I think all good lawyers try to do, and that is to gather facts. And I studied everything I could find as to the environmental impacts of hydrofracking and the economic benefits of hydrofracking. And I studied only reports that were somewhat reputable from reputable sources. And I found there to be an enormous difference in what people were saying about the extent of the reserves, the amount of gas that was there, the economic viability of the gas mines themselves, the kinds of jobs that are going to be created, the amount of tax revenue that's going to be generated, whether the jobs are stable or not stable, whether the jobs are harmful to communities or not, how much truck traffic there's going to be, what that truck traffic is going to do, who's going to pay for the costs of all of that, how much water is being used, where is the water going to come from, is there enough groundwater to be able to supply the water that these wells need, what is flowback water, what does it contain, and where does it go? And one thing is to put it into injection wells someplace, and then you're putting it back in the ground. The other thing is to truck it off someplace, who knows where. The other thing is just to let it run off. I mean, I got so enamored of the fact that we're trying to regulate an industry in an era with respect to a subject about which there is enormous factual difference from reputable folks. So it's not as simple as saying that we want to get that economic resource harnessed and put it to use, which is what the private sector would love to do. Some people in the private sector would love to do. And it's not as simple as saying we just got to stop this stuff because it's so environmentally terrible. It's really somewhere in between, but we've not arrived at a point where we have any kind of settled understanding of the facts on both sides of this issue. And when I teach law school, one of the things I explain is that the law is always looking to be congruent with social norms. That's what the law does. It tries to find out what the right thing to do is and moves in that direction. And we've got a situation here where, honestly, we do not know. We frankly do not know. And it's a little bit scary, and it's not necessarily good for the economy either, but it's something that we have to, I mean, the people are projecting now that it's going to be 2014 before DEC can get its standards together on this topic and begin to permit well drilling in this state.